some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. And when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the USC Trojans offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamics.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He'll keep it himself. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And they wrap him up, but not before. He gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Right on target this time. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Card in the backfield. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Trojans will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, USC! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Scanning the field, it's Crispin. With the catch, it's Galladay. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The run from the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his man. It's Galladay. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quick handoff. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Crispin. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. Turning it on. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off play action on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Got a man. It's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll line up for a second down play. Unloads quickly. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass, it's Crispin. Makes the grab. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quarterback making adjustments. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Quarterback keeps it. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Stokes. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Working that left side now. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Stokes. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Past the 40. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important. Down 2 possessions, Dave.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw. It's Crispin. Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Breaks into the open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Snap it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the 1st down.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the 1st down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to power it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. On the ground. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Grabbed over the middle. It's locked. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Crispin. Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw again. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick strike complete. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success also. How good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Crispin. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball, they take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me there on the deep.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. And those...
Man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you? Man, you find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And the Trojans trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Out of the gun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown time! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. That, his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football. Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Crispin. That's caught. It's Galladay. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the tailback. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the third. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. will start with a first down. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Galladay. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the single back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Dropping back, it's Crispin. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. Still running at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He'll take it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Crispin. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Fights off a defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Trying play action. He'll take the deep shot. Touchdown USC! They've got the lead here in the 4th. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We've got a tie game, and this defense will try to keep it that way with just a few minutes left. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Crispin. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Returner is stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stokes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw again. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. That late clutch field goal puts them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Crispin. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.